Good morning, Back to Basics. Welcome back. My name is Jane. My name is Miss Janie here on YouTube. I am a gastric bypass patient, RNY. My surgery date was June 4th, 2008. I've been in maintenance since March of 2009, and I'm living the dream. Welcome back to Basics. The question for this week, as I am substituting for Leah this week. Leah, I hope you feel better next week. We miss you. The question of the week is about dreams. Do you have big dreams? Name 3 that came true for you and how you made them happen. And what are your top 3 for the future? Well, name 3 that came true for me when I had weight loss surgery. And this is about dreams relating to weight loss surgery to start out with. When I went to go have my surgery was about health. And so the 3 dreams that I had for myself when I had my surgery was 1, no more diabetes, to be healthy, to live an active life. Number 2, I wanted to wear a size 14 jean. That was my goal. I just wanted to wear a size 14 jean. And because I could never get below 18 on all my failed diets before. And the 3rd one was that I no longer wanted to be a hermit. I'd spent my life living inside these walls, hiding away from the world. I no longer wanted to do that. I wanted to reconnect with old friends, and I wanted to make new friends. And I wanted to see what the world had to offer and what could I bring to it. So those were an example of my 3 dreams. Pre-weight loss surgery. So they all came true because I had weight loss surgery and I got healthy and I no longer have diabetes and I no longer have hypertension and I no longer sleep with my machine for sleep apnea, which you see how long it's been since I've had to use it that I can't even remember what it's called. My CPAP machine. All those are the past. A size 14 jean. I didn't think that was possible. And with weight loss surgery, I went down all the way to a size 6. A size 6 jean at my lowest. Now, I'm one of those people, those rare people that did not like being at my lowest. I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I felt because I was always so tired. I mean, I literally had to take 4-hour naps because I wasn't eating enough and I was exercising a lot. I was marathon training. So I was tired and haggard all the time. So now I wear a size 10 and I like it and I feel good. And every now and then I go down to a size 8 just because, but I like this. So when I think about my goal being a size 14, I think, oh my God, I bypassed it. I shot past it and I lived a bigger dream than I even thought. But more importantly, I'm at a place in my life in a size that I don't have to do a lot of fighting to stay at. I have quality of life. I don't have to be dieting, quote unquote, or have the dieting mentality, or have to struggle and fight to keep this size. My body and I have an agreement. This is good. This feels good. And I'm happy. I'm living the dream. And the 3rd one was making friends. So if you know me, then you know I have a lot of friends. And you know that now I travel to meet those friends, to revisit those friends, to love on my friends. I'm living the dream. So the next part of the question was, what are your top 3 for the future? What are you going to do to make them happen? Are you okay with where you are right now in your pursuit of them? If you aren't, what's stopping you? What are you going to do to take the first steps towards making them happen this year? So what are my top 3 for the future? Well, like Tanya said, this really wasn't about giving you a number. Just it's the intent, right? but I do have some. I have three, well, I have some dreams. The big ones are being this time this year, I will be living in another state. Another two, uh, this time this year, I will be finishing up a book I've been writing. And number three, this time this year, I will be making new goals. So, what am I doing to make them happen? Well, I went back to school. I went back to school and I'll be finishing up in July because I decided I wanted to move. I wanted to change my life. And to make it, I mean, it was possible already. I could say I'm going to get up and leave, and move. But there's a quality of life that I want to bring to my new life. And so it required doing some things. And that was learning some more things. And so I went back to school. And then I also set a schedule. I said, I'm going to go to school, and these are the things that I want to happen along the way. In the next year, I want these things to happen so that I can start, so that I can create that life, right? So there's milestones that I have. By this date, I have to have this done. By this date, I have to have that done. These are milestones. And as I'm doing that, I'm also visiting the place that I want to make a life at, getting to know the area, getting to know the people. Those things are important. So that way when I go, I don't feel like this stranger out of place. I'll be going to see friends. Before I let you go, I'm just going to let you know, when I was on my weight loss journey portion of my surgery journey, there were things that I did, and every week I set goals. And every week, even if it was like, you know what, these are the things I'm going to do for this week, because next weigh-in, I want to have lost 1 pound. I will have exercised this amount of time every day. And really, it wasn't even time. For me, it was running. And I was running on the track, learning to run. And I would just say, by next week, I will want to have run 1 whole lap more than I started this week. And it wouldn't mean that I did it right away that first week. It meant that, okay, say I was running 5 laps straight and I wanted to run 6 by next week. I would have done 5 laps, and then the next light post, from the starting to the next light post. And then the next day it would be from the start, do the 5 laps, and then from the starting line I would pass the first light post and I would get to the second light post. And that's what I did. And so then by the time the next weigh-in day rolled around, I will be up. I would have been at 6 laps. And that's how it is. So you set these little guideposts. Nobody says you have to go and run to the finish line right away. Set your milestones. Set your milestones, because you know what? Even though you're not at that extra lap already, you're not at the finish line, when you start and go, I'm going to run to that first light post, just doing that, you're already living the dream. You're not waiting for the dream to happen. You're already making it happen. You're living in the dream. And that's what excites me. And that's how I'm living my life. And that's what weight loss surgery did to me. Deciding to have weight loss surgery, having a surgery date, going through it, committing to it, and changing my life. I've changed my life. I think that's why I didn't regain all the weight back, because I changed my life. Not only am I active, I don't eat the same way, It doesn't mean I don't eat everything I want, because there's sometimes I want some junk, but I don't beat myself up. I don't allow shame to come. And I know that if I don't like where I am right now, I can change it. The thing is that I really love the way I feel right now. I feel healthy. I feel good. I fit into the clothes that I want to fit in. I can shop anywhere I want to shop. And I'm not having to fight to be a number that somebody else wants for me, because I'm already at the number that's meant for me to live the dream life I wanted to live. So that's all I got to say. I hope you'll have a great weekend. Martin Luther King Day on Monday. Are y'all joining the march? I'm thinking about it. So I hope that you're out there dreaming your life. and that you remember that when you get up and drink your water and you eat your protein and you exercise, all of that is part of you living your dream. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Have a good one. Back to basics. Back to basics.